Well met, friends. This is the Ronin Viking treasure hunter here. Thought today maybe we would try a little something new, a little something that new to me anyway, not new to YouTube. There's plenty of videos out there of this going on, but I'm the type of person, I learn best when it's me that actually does it. So thought I would go ahead and take you guys along on the journey, because there's tons of people on YouTube that are metal detectorists, and they're all great, and I love watching all of them, but there's very few that are like me, who are just getting started in the hobby. So a little bit about myself while I'm starting here. For 20 years I was a independent professional wrestler. For the past 4 years I wrestled with this company here, Idaho Wrestle Club, based in Boise, Idaho. If you want to check out any of my wrestling work, any of my buddies' wrestling work, check us out. It's Idaho Wrestle Club. I believe on YouTube it's just Wrestle Club, and look for the pink soap bar with the blood. Alright, let's get to it. Alright guys, so just a real quick update. I got the Nokta Makro Simplex. It's set on park mode. There's a little bit of interference, but not much. This is the area I'm going to be doing the testing in. As you guys can see, there's no readings going on. So yeah, let's get started. This is going to be my first test piece. In hindsight, I don't know if I even said exactly what was going to be going on. Today I'm going to be testing different pieces. Junk, a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, a little bit of copper, just to show everybody the difference, and just so I can get a better feel for the VDI numbers on the Simplex, because I've only had it for a little while. Let's get started. Throwing that right there. Okay. And 41, 42. It's actually kind of interesting. I was expecting that to be down in the 20s. Huh. Interesting. I'll get back to you. Alright guys, next piece. Pretty common item for us to find metal detecting. It's carabiner. Bouncing between 61 and 66. Alright guys, before I put this next item down, I just wanted to show it to you. It's actually my second favorite relic of anything I've ever found. The first being an aluminum heart pendant that had special significance for the family of the property owner that I hunted it out at. And I'll share that story sometime later, but for now, this is a Tootsie Toy Roadster. Tootsie, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's a Roadster, and it's my favorite piece. I think I got it out of the ground just in time. A little bit of rust damage on it, not much, and as you can see, it's got all four wheels. So let's see what it beeps. That is not it. That was some random... Huh. 78, 79. Alright guys, this next thing, I've got 3 different pennies. I think the shiny one here is actually a 2020. So it is as new as it can be. It's a zinc penny. And I just want to see the difference in the zinc penny and the different kinds of copper pennies. So 67, 68 for the zinc. Let's drop a copper memorial. There, nice red one. It's one of my favorite ones that I've found for the memorials. bouncing in the 70s, 80s. Huh, that's interesting. I was expecting it to be a little more solid signal than that. And then this, even though it looks like every other, this is actually the oldest penny that I've ever found. It's a wheat penny. I'm gonna put it wheat side up and see what we got. $72, $73 all day long, so a little bit less than the other copper penny and a little bit more than the zinc. All right, so our next thing here, this is an older, I don't know if you can see the copper ribbon in there or not, but there is one. This is an older Roosevelt dime. It is not silver. It is very close to being silver. I believe this is a 66, I think. So 2 years away. So I just want to see the difference that 2 years can make here. We got 77 to 79. Right, and with the silver one, I don't think I'm gonna take it out here. Just leave it in the bag. $91, $90, $91 all day long. Okay. And just real quick, before I start getting into the more treasure items that I actually have to test today, I just wanted to let you guys know the reason my yard is so junky. It took me like, I don't know, probably 20 minutes yesterday to find a place that I would be able to do this testing today. The reason it looks the way it looks is one of my other hobbies is blacksmithing and bladesmithing, and this is my forge. It's in a pretty decent state of disrepair right now, but I'm gonna be fixing it up so that I can make some videos this winter of forging blades and forging other things as well. So just to let you guys know, if you hear any ambient noise from my detector, it's pretty much that. So yeah, anyway, back to the detecting. Alright guys, so this item is not made of precious metal. I know I said getting to the treasure things. In fact, I'm not even sure what it's made of. It looks to be brass or bronze. It's a United States Air Force pin or medallion that a buddy of mine, actually a cousin of mine now, it's one of my best friends for a long time. He actually is a member of my family now as he married my cousin, so technically a cousin gave this to me, but yeah, one of my best friends gave this to me when he retired from the service. Yeah, so let's test it, see what it is, see what it beeps. What? What in the world? It's not beeping anything. It's not, nothing, like, nothing. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, so that was unexpected. I'll get back to you guys in a second. Alright guys, now we are gonna start the actual precious metals here. So as you can see, this is a silver spoon. I don't know if the GoPro will actually pick up the maker's mark or anything on there. It does say sterling. I believe it's this direction. I don't know if the focus on my GoPro is working well enough to show you guys that, but yeah. So it is sterling silver spoon. Let's see what it beeps. $89, $90 all day. All right. So the next item then, keeping with the theme of Big Silva, decided not to test any silver quarters today because I thought instead we would test a silver Indian. Isn't that beautiful? It's one of my favorite pieces that I own. This, of course, is not detected. It's just something I've collected. Of course, it is 5 troy ounces of 9/9 fine silver bullion. And yeah, let's see what it beeps. It is, of course, in a protective case. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything, but oh, it's beeping a solid 98 all day long, not changing at all. It's kind of surprising, actually. I thought it would overload the machine, but hey, the more you know. Alright guys, this is the final piece of silver for the day. This is a beautiful little ring. I actually found this detecting. I detected it at one of my permissions and was folded up really bad. When I first found it, I thought it was a pendant that hung on a necklace. It wasn't until I got it home that I realized, no, that's a ring. Because as you can see, the band itself, I still haven't circled it back up completely. But it's probably the most detailed and beautiful silver ring that I've ever found. I actually have a men's version of this ring, or something very close akin to it, that's a family heirloom of mine. So when I found this, my first inclination is give it to my daughter when she grows up a little bit and appreciates such things. So might do that eventually, but for now we're gonna test it and see what it beeps. '66, '67. It's interesting as I get used to the Nokta Makro Simplex. The more I realize, the faster I go, the more accurate the reading's gonna be, which is not something I'm used to. My original detector was a gold digger yeah, I can't think of the company right now, so I'm just gonna say never mind. Anyway, it's called a gold digger, and this next piece is actually the only time that it ever lived up to its name. I found this is the only gold ring that I have ever found. It is a 10-karat gold ring. It has 6 diamonds, real diamonds, and a natural ruby, all of which have been tested at a jewelry store. So it is legit. It does not have a hallmark, which is why I had to have it tested in the first place. But let's see what it beeps. $22, $22, $23, nice. Wow, it's all over the place. But those experienced hunters out there, or newbies like me who have mainly only dug junk, will recognize those numbers as being, you know, an aluminum pop tab usually. I'm actually kind of surprised that the fishtail that I tested beeped so high. I was expecting it to be around the 20s also. But yeah, common pop top usually beeps 21, 22, so there's a lesson in there. You know, gotta dig everything, because sometimes it'll be utter junk and sometimes it'll be treasure. Alright guys, and for our final item of the day, just thought I'd show you while it's still on my hand. This is my wedding ring. It is 14 karat white gold, has 5 real diamonds in it. It's a Shuba wedding. It's a Shuba brand white gold diamond wedding ring, wedding band, what have you. Yeah. So it is pretty much my pride and joy. So let's see. And again, solid 22. 22 all day long. Gold rings up the exact same as aluminum. Alright guys, just real quick, in closing here, I'd like to say, I think the biggest takeaway that I have for today really is that gold beeps exactly the same as aluminum. And you know, to me, that really says a lot about detecting, about what we do. You know, we literally dig through people's trash that they have discarded in a way that says that it's more than trash, even, as it never even made it to a landfill or anything. It just got discarded on the ground. But we spend enough time digging through those things and we find treasure. And to me, that's amazing. That's saving history. I mean, would the riches be worth as much? Yes. Yes, they would. Ironically, yes. But would they be worth as much to us, being the ones who found them? No, they wouldn't be. So in closing, Ronin Viking, little Mjolnir pendant. Made this myself, actually, blacksmithing. Always honor the old ways, always hunt for treasure, and always honor history.